Friends, Brian here for Yes You Can Play Guitar, and I wanted to make a little bit of a different video today. A lot of you know me from my reaction videos, maybe possibly the interviews I do with big names in the music industry. Some of you also know me for giving guitar lessons, some tips. But you know, when I originally started this channel, I wanted to start this channel with the hope of passing on some of my lessons playing in bands and as a professional musician, and that, you know, to help some of you not make my mistakes. When I was coming up in music, I had some really good instructors on my instrument, but I didn't have someone to take my hand and say, dude, take a walk with me. I'm going to teach you some things, the ins and outs of being in a band, what to do and what not to do. Playing in a band is very much a relationship. It's a very flawed process. I used to be a very naive person, not just in bands, but with life in general, with being naive. You know, we have something with bands called an audition that happens sometimes. So you show up to an audition, you don't know these musicians from Eve or Adam, and you play. I've been in situations where people are like, dude, you're a wicked guitar player. Yeah, you're in. Okay, so start learning these songs, and we're going to gig and this and that. It's like, well, when I was younger, I'd be like, duh, okay. Well, then, you know, you get a few weeks in, or maybe a month or two in, you're like, ooh, there's some problems here. I don't know if I'm comfortable with this. And then when you try and leave the band, there's drama, there's a whole bunch of headaches and stuff. Can you imagine meeting someone on Plenty of Fish, going on one date, and her saying, or him saying, okay, this is great, you're in, I like you, like let's be together for the rest of our lives? No. I'm gonna look for musicians using this online website application called Bandmix. I'm going to use my more wise, not naive mind and eyes now, and we're going to look through, and it's no disrespect to some of the profiles we'll be looking at, but I'm going to point out to maybe the younger, naive musician, warning signs, things you should watch out for, okay? Let's check it out. Okay, so here we are at Bandmix. So Bandmix is like an app for musicians to find each other. You make a profile, you put up, it's a lot like Plenty of Fish or some of those dating apps. Now, before we beat up on Plenty of Fish, I think the purpose behind Plenty of Fish is to help lost souls find each other. Same with Bandmix when it comes to being a musician. But the problem is, there's no protection, there's no filter from all the things, the problems, the dangers, the dramas, the headaches that you might be inheriting by talking to someone or going out with somebody, right? We all like to put our best foot forward, dating and relationships, of course, but also in bands. I've seen it many times over, but once you're kind of in, or they have you in the band, people change very quickly, and then you start really seeing things, and then you're kind of like, oh no, if I quit now, you know, it's going to be a headache, or there's going to be fights, or... But I'm going to look through here for the not experienced musician, and I'm going to show you some things, like possible headaches, warning signs to watch out for, okay? So, of course, let's pretend, you know, I'm looking to put a gigging band together to make a few bucks, okay? We're not trying to take over the world, but let's say I'm trying to put a band that gigs every weekend to make some money. So, I'm going to go here. The core of every band, as I've said many times in my videos, is a drummer, okay? So we're going to look for a drummer. And I'm just going to use a postal code. I'm just going to use a postal code. I'm in Canada, but I'm going to use a postal code for Toronto. Okay. L4K M9W. Okay, so we don't have to put any, but you can, you know, put this to a specific location in your area, and you can refine your searches down to a certain amount of miles or kilometers, okay? So it doesn't matter, okay? So if we see here, there's someone here called TT Drums, okay? We're not going to worry about where they live, okay? Just assume that they're in the area. So, okay, TT Drums, cool. He's got a picture of some drumsticks. Okay, well, what does that mean? All right, so I'm going to click on that. No, thank you. So we have a picture of two drumsticks. We have no picture of him. We have no idea what he looks like. We have no idea what kind of drum kit he uses, okay? Seeking, he puts in, he's looking for an accordion. player, an acoustic guitar, a background singer. I hate when people do that. Really be careful what you're putting in. I find that seems very lazy and annoying to me, okay? Okay, he put his, I'm not going to put that in the video, but he put his email address there. Okay, one of the ways that Bandmix reels you in is you can get a free account, but if you want to message people that you like, you have to pay, okay? So, could be worth it, could not be, okay? But it says, level of commitment, very committed. Years of playing music, 20. Gigs played over 100. Available to gig 2 to 3 nights a week, most available nights. Influences everybody. When people put that, that puts me off because it's like, okay, well, what does that mean? Is he a country drummer? Is he a metal drummer? Is he a classic rock drummer? Is he a progressive rock drummer? Like, I don't know. Everything needed for any type of gig. When I've seen drummers post that kind of stuff, usually there's problems that come with it. Be a little bit more specific so it can kind of whittle down what people are looking for, okay? Drums, expert. Okay, so does that mean that you can play, you know, Dance of Eternity from Dream Theater? Or Bleed from Meshuggah? Like, come on. Like, what does that mean? Okay? So for me, I wouldn't even consider that guy. I'd just be like, yeah, no. Okay? So here we have Chris 95509. I put in the search for drummer, but his profile picture, he's holding a guitar. To me, that's a problem. Are you a drummer? Are you a guitar player? People like that, I would just avoid. No offense, Chris, okay? So here we have hitting things with, okay, it's a half-decent picture. It looks like a professional picture of this fellow with a drum kit, okay? Hitting things with sticks, okay? He doesn't use his real name, but okay. He lists metal, blues, classic rock, and rock. So first thing is, he's got a good profile picture. Great. So that tells me that the guy isn't completely lazy, okay? Let's view his, okay. Also on Bandmix, you can put in audio and video clips of you playing. A lot of people, most people, they have nothing of reference, okay? So even though this guy, he's got a Sonar kit, so Sonar's, you know, a higher end kit, you know, I'm sure he can probably play. It says he's a vocalist though, and he's an expert vocalist. And he's an advanced drummer. Okay, again, it's good to have a drummer who has vocal ability if you want to be in a working band. If he can sing a harmony or sing a few songs, great. Okay, he's looking for a band to join. Okay, he narrowed down his search, which is good. It's not like harmonica, accordion. Okay, he's looking for solid players, real singer, and no flakes. We all know and have experienced them. Yes, me too, my friend. Show me, don't tell me. Okay. Years of playing music, 12. So it looks like he's a blues guy and he likes some rock stuff and into 80s metal. But it looks like he's looking for a gigging band. He doesn't have anything of reference, but again, as I said, he's got a good profile picture. He's kind of more saying this is what I want. He's making it a little bit easier for people reading. Like that last guy, it's like, oh, I don't even know what he's looking for. Now all kinds of the new hard rock, prog metal, da-da-da-da-da. Vocalist expert, drums advanced. Slightly confusing, but that's okay, because if it's a drummer that can sing. So if he was in my area, he's probably someone that I would call. At least to try and set up a jam, okay? So, good on you hitting things with sticks. Back to our drummer search. Okay, these guys that are drummers holding guitars, I wouldn't even consider seriously. So we have one guy here, Ari120876. He didn't even bother to put in a profile picture of himself. Okay, so you have to think about this. If someone is so lazy, but they're a serious musician, but they're not going to take the time to put a decent profile picture of themselves up, to me, that would be a warning sign. I'd be thinking, if this guy is that lazy, what's it going to be like when we're lugging equipment, PA equipment, we have to rehearse? What's this going to be like? Not good. That would put me off. That's one of the things about Bandmix that, you know, I don't really like. Okay, there's no way to filter the crap. Like Plenty of Fish. You go on Plenty of Fish, it's a crapshoot. You don't know. People are going to obviously put their best foot forward, although you can still kind of filter people out. You know, the people that have issues, they like will empty out their dirty laundry in their profile in capital letters with exclamations. Okay, so we have Rocky here. drummer, but vocalist, bass, electronic music. People that list multi-instruments like that, no. That would be a warning sign for me. Instrument experience, this is where the problem comes in. Trombone, moderate. Bagpipes, moderate. Steel guitar, moderate. Okay, I don't know, this is confusing. I don't really know what you play. So if you're a serious drummer, you'd have at least have a picture of your drum kit. Okay, moving on. Okay, Rob in 2023. Drums, but he's also listing rhythm guitar, acoustic guitar, bass guitar. Again, wouldn't even bother if he can't. He has a picture of him on a beach on vacation. Okay, let's check it out. No musical reference, nothing. 58-year-old male, okay? Musician, R&B, blues, classic rock. Seeking, banjo, accordion, acoustic guitar, background singer, bagpipes, banjo, bass guitar, cello, clarinet, DJ, Dover. That's going to be one heck of a band, buddy. Or were you just too lazy to weed out all those things and keep it more direct to the point? Looking for others to form trio, vocal-oriented harmony project, acoustic or electric. Okay. So does that mean you can sing harmony? You have nothing of reference here. Okay, you have one photo. Again, I'd be like, yeah, not happening. Background singer expert, rhythm guitar expert, acoustic guitar expert, bass guitar expert, drums moderate. Okay, well I was looking for a drummer, so yeah, that's just not going to happen. Okay, so let's carry on. Okay, we have another drummer here, but it's a picture of him singing or playing harmonica. Okay, that would be a warning sign to me. Next one. Okay, we have another one here. XLX Curtis XLX. It's a picture of him. It's not a great one, but he's on a drum kit. Okay. Okay. Nothing of reference of his music. Okay. You know, you can even put YouTube links to YouTube videos of you playing, so at least people can watch and say, okay, dude can play. You know, something. Okay. Looking for a vocalist advanced enough to join established blues, rock, jazz band. Okay. Please send messages. Okay, so he wants a blues, rock, jazz band, but he lists his influence as Metallica, Megadeth, Pantera, Dream Theater. Like, to me, that's confusing. I'd be like, okay, what is this guy? Might be worth a message to say, do you want to jam, or can we talk more, or do you have something of reference so I can see you play? But a little confusing. Are you guys getting everything I'm trying to tell you here? Okay. Let's check out a few more. Okay. Again, Peter, 54, 63, 6. You don't even care enough to put in 2 minutes of effort to put in an actual profile picture? No. I can guarantee you if someone's that lazy, you're going to have problems with them. Okay. Yeah, nothing of reference. So, okay, we're going to move on. Okay. Morbid Angel 1992. So that's obviously Morbid Angel is a popular death metal band. I like Morbid Angel. Not a lot of money playing those types of gigs, believe me, I know. But let's check out Morbid Angel. He's got a picture. It looks like he's got a bit of an older beat up kit. Drummer. Well, if he likes Morbid Angel and he's saying that he can play drums, you would hope that he would be good. Okay. Nothing of reference for music. 30-year-old male. So he's into death metal, but he's seeking accordion, acoustic guitar, fiddle, flute, harmonica, harp. Don't be lazy. Eliminate all that stuff. Right? You can go on Bandmix and you can eliminate all the things that you're not looking for. Okay? He's French. So he's saying, I'm a drummer, I play black thrash. He adores blast beats, so he's definitely a death metal guy, which we already knew. Okay, so the good news is, and he says drums, instrument experience, moderate. So he's honest, except for the weird seeking thing. He's kind of keeping it relatively honest and to the point. And I can respect someone who says that their skills are moderate. A lot of people will try and BS you and say that they're better than they really are. You got to watch out for the talkers, like me, people that talk too much. Okay, usually they're not the ones with the substance. Okay, let's try a couple more. Okay, drummer, but he's got a picture of a piano. So we got Anthony, 12, 69, 20. Okay, he's got a picture of a drum kit, so he's got a little practice space. That's cool. I often prefer it if the person has a picture of themselves, but let's check it out. Nothing of reference where you can put your audio or your video. 72-year-old male. Okay, so for me, you know, nothing against someone that age. I'm getting older too. I'm going to be 50. He's listing Ginger Baker, Buddy Rich. You know, he's listing some Charlie Watts, Ringo. Because of the age thing, I would probably skip that. But, you know, I know how I feel at 50. And I do try to take care of myself. So at 72, you know, he's probably moving at a slower pace. And, you know, but I'm still not saying he doesn't have talent. But we're just kind of not moving in the same direction. So, but again, guys, like, put up something of reference so people can see you play. What's the big deal? Okay? Again, why do people say that they can play drums if they, you know, they're putting up a picture of Micro Ryan M? Huh? No profile picture. Okay, again, if they're too lazy to do that, what are they going to be like playing in a band? Probably a headache. Okay, level of commitment just for 1. Years of playing 10. Drums advanced. Okay, what does that mean? He has nothing in the about section. Another thing I've noticed about this app, guys, probably like Plenty of Fish, is people, I'm sure there's wonderful musicians on here too, but if you notice, kind of like, you know, in my area, I've been around, I've lived in a few different towns, and you kind of see the same profiles of the same people that nobody really wants to be in a band with. It's kind of like probably on Plenty of Fish, it's the same people that are up there complaining about not wanting to, not being able to find anyone, and they take it out on Plenty of Fish, but it's like, well, let's take a look at you. What are some things about you that maybe you could do better or work on? Okay, let's check out Red X here, okay? He's, looks like he's relatively in my age bracket. He is on a drum kit, so it's a half-decent profile picture, and I think he's provided some videos, so let's go check it out. Dark Side of Love at the Canmore Hotel. Okay, I'm not going to click on it because we're probably going to have some copyright issues, but oh, what the hell, let's do it. Loves to play most genres of music with the exception of metal. Okay, he's being honest and he's being upfront. That's fine. Okay, and he's being specific about what he wants, expert level drums, and okay, right? So he's probably not going to be kind of doing the same thing I am, but he states things right up front, which is good. And he has something of reference, so you can actually see and judge for yourself if he can play or not. All kinds of people that don't even bother putting up a profile pic, man. I don't get that. Sean, 1973. Well, he was born the same year I was born. He has a picture of his drum kit. It's kind of cool. It looks like it's on stage with the smoke and the light coming through it. I think he provides some audio. Okay. Let's see. So he puts up a cover of him playing Fortunate Son from CCR, so at least it's something. He's my age. They're looking for a bass guitar player. We are a band in search for a bass player. They're getting to the point. This is what we're looking for. We have gigged and played all covers spanning decades of rock from the 60s to current. Currently consists of 2 guitarists and a drummer. We all trade lead vocals and blah, 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 blah. Okay, we practice once a week. And are looking to continue to gig. You can reach me at 4beatdrummer@rhymeswithsnail.com. Gotcha. Okay, well, he's honest to the point. He gives you something of reference with the audio. You don't really know what he looks like, but he's got a picture of his drum kit. At least he put some effort into the profile pic. Relatively to the point, okay? Not my thing, but at least he's to the point. Instrument experience, drums moderate, vocalist intermediate, other percussion intermediate. At least he's honest. Influences. Jimmy didn't mention, really about classic and new rock. A little country is good too. Great. Okay, cool. All the best to you, Sean. Okay, let's check out a few more. Skip ahead. Drum Bug. Okay, so this is cool. He's got a good picture. Not a bad profile pic. He's wearing a Rush shirt, which is intriguing because, man, if you got a drum kit and you're wearing a Rush shirt, you're into Neil Peart. Should be able to play his stuff, hopefully. But so he's got some video, which is really cool, and we'll go view. Okay. He's looking for a band to join, so he's looking for the basic vocalist, rhythm guitar, lead guitar, bass guitar, and keyboard. Okay. He's honest to the point. He's like, this is what I'm looking for. Good. He's got a profile picture. He has, it's actually a live video of him playing a cover song, which is great. And he names his influences, okay. Drums advanced, okay. He lists his equipment. Yeah, he actually posted a couple of songs, so that's good. Good on him. Say, okay, there's something of reference here. I can see something, right? But these people that are so vague and whatever when they post, it's like, man, you're wasting people's time. Like, why do you bother? All right, let's go for a few more, okay? Lots of people, look at this, they have no profile pic. Do not click on that. Okay, let's see here. Okay, Harvey 114517. Okay, he's got a picture of his stuff set up on stage. At least he put a little bit of effort into his profile picture, and I don't think there's anything of reference. But let's see here. No audio, so that we have no audio video. 61 years old. A little bit out of my age range, but what's he looking for? Seeking vocalist, rhythm guitar lead. I think it's good that when you say under seeking, or if you post an ad, you say like, what exactly am I looking just to jam with musicians for fun on weekends? I'm looking to have a working gigging band. Post what you're looking for. Don't kind of keep it vague or whatever. It wastes people's time. Okay? Seeking vocalist, rhythm guitar lead. So I don't know, maybe he's looking for someone just to jam or have fun or whatever. Drums expert, vocalist moderate. Okay. He's not really stating what he's looking for. That would be my critique of that. For me personally, I wouldn't call him. Unless it was... Okay. Couple more. Again, anyone with no profile picture, forget about it. But they have, on Bandmix, they have these stock pictures that you can use for your profile pics. So you see a lot of the same guys. It's a picture of drumsticks on a snare. Again, for me, that would be a warning sign. I'm like, man, if you're not going to put some effort into posting like a decent profile picture, what are you going to be like playing in a band? Okay, here's one here. Brian 55496, okay? Classic rock, electronic rock, he's a musician. Okay, I can tell because they put, if it's audio or video, they put it up in the top corner so you know I have something of reference. So we have nothing of reference, so you're just kind of going by his word. Again, he didn't get to the point with what he's seeking. He just used the vague looking for everything. Was a drummer for the band Punch Lice for many years until the band chose to disband. Got out of playing gigs for years. Now thinking about getting back to the passion I once had. Okay. He's not really saying, though, like, I want to be in a gigging band, I want to be in a recording band, or I just want to jam with some good musicians once a month for fun to keep my chops up. All-time favorite band, Muse, but love just about everything. Listen to anything. Okay. When people start doing that, I'm like, yeah, no. It's too... I really don't know what this guy likes and what he's looking to do. So, all the best to you, Brian. Moving on. Couple more. Battle Bits. Well, he's a drummer, but he's holding a guitar, so forget about that. It's hard to take that seriously. Okay. Sicknaldo 666. Okay. I'm going to keep moving because there's nothing of reference with the video or... Okay. Dan 7506, okay? Musician, okay? Drums, okay? Well, at least he has a picture of him behind a drum kit. 62-year-old male, okay? Okay, he's a bit older than I am, but tend to practice 2 to 3 times a week. Available to gig 2 to 3 nights a week. Most available gigs, advanced. Okay, he names his equipment, but he's not really saying what he's looking for. Okay, so that can be a little confusing. Is he looking to be in a gigging band? Is he looking to gig just for fun? Is he, like, don't know. Does he want a tribute band? Okay, a lot of people, again, too lazy, so they're doing this stuff. We got Mo Friggin' Brittany. He's a drummer, but it looks like he's got a picture of him wearing a construction vest in a car. No, thank you. Can't take you. Mike the drummer, okay. What's going on, Mike? So, I don't think Mike has anything of reference, but we're going to check it out. So, we have no video, no audio. Musician, blues, classic rock, cover, tribute rock. Seeking, Bandit, again, he just did the whole thing. Like, you're looking for a vocalist, baritone, and a saxophone, and a piano. Like, come on. Drums advanced. So, again, we don't know what the hell Mike's looking for. We don't know. We have nothing of reference. And you know, do we want to take the time to try and decipher it and spend an hour with him on the phone and talk? Probably not. But all the best to you, Mike. Okay? Now, let's pick one more, okay? Let's make it a good one here, okay? Ethan, okay, but he's a drummer, but he is holding a guitar in his picture. No, thank you. Let's see. Dennis 55174. So he has a picture of him. He's got a nice Pearl drum kit. He has an audio and video for reference. Okay, cool. We might be looking at a decent drummer here and a serious drummer. View. Okay. So he's got some video, he's got some audio. That's great. 60 years old. He's looking for a band to join, or he's looking for lead guitar and bass guitar. At least he's being specific. This is what I'm looking for. Okay. Years of playing music, 30. He's played over 100 gigs, so obviously he's experienced. Advanced drummer, other percussion. So he's got a video and a couple of audio there. That's good. That would be something of interest for someone to say, okay, this is what I'm looking for. We're looking for the same thing. So good on you. Dennis, good job. Okay. One more for a bonus, okay? So we have our Chris, a picture of him on a beach with a bicycle. Okay, that's great, but you know, this isn't Plenty of Fish. This is a musician thing here. So, one more. One more here. Let's look for a good one. We got a guy who's a drummer playing an upright bass wearing a Montreal Canadian shirt. Okay, all right, Frank. Okay, so this picture here that I referred to before, this is a stock picture you can use on Bandmix. So the guy, we went on his profile before, it wasn't his picture. Again, if you're too lazy to post a profile pic, I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you. One Axeman, but he's advertising that he's a drummer. Okay, let's, one more, okay? Drum Boy 54, okay? He's got video, let's view. Okay, he's got a video of him performing, okay? That's cool, you have something of reference. Seeking, band to join. Okay, he's saying, I'm looking to join a band, or he's looking for a lead guitar, bass guitar, keyboard, or he's looking to put together his own band. Okay, cool. It gives you an idea of where he's at and what he wants. Okay, about long time playing classic rock. Okay, country. Okay, he's giving us an idea of what he's doing. Okay, he's done some work recording. He does some singing. Very committed. Gigs played over 100, so obviously he's very experienced. People don't realize how many gigs 100 gigs is, man. If you have 100 gigs under your belt, that's pretty cool. Blues, rock, country, name some bands, okay. Not my cup of tea, what he's looking for, or what he's doing, but again, that's a pretty solid profile, okay. He's to the point, he's like, here I am, this is me playing, ... Good, to the point. This stuff that's kind of, I don't want to use the word ambiguous or whatever, you have to, leaves you a lot of like, you know, trying to think and figure out. This guy here, Stone Smythe, okay? He has a picture of him. It looks like it was taken from a Polaroid back in the 80s. It's slightly blurry. He does have video of reference, which is good, but that's not a good profile pic, man. So, and you're not a drum, you know, you're advertising a drummer, but you're playing guitar. That's confusing. Don't do that. If you have a main instrument, advertise that's your instrument, okay? We'll do one more. So we got Mike 117275. Picture a drum kit with the animal from the Muppets on the front. 59-year-old male. Okay. Seeking band. Okay, so he has the whole thing. He didn't eliminate and just keep it to exactly what he's looking for with what he's seeking. But he is seeking band to join. Currently have a good gigging band. Okay. This is something about drummers, okay? When you have a band and you're trying to book gigs and you have a drummer who's in 4 other bands that are gigging a lot, sometimes I understand the drummer's perspective, but it's kind of not fair. But usually those types of drummers are okay if you get someone else to hop in and play drums for that gig. I get it. I know what it's like when you're relying on the weekend money from gigging, but sometimes that can be really tough, you know. But he already says, I currently have a good gigging band. Looking for another band to expand experience. Well, he's 59 years old, was it? that's kind of scary to me. I'd be like, okay, this guy, I don't know what his commitment level is. I don't know what he's already busy. Now I have to book and do my schedule, my practices, my rehearsals, my bookings around his schedule, which can be a real pain in the butt. So that's something that I would kind of, not a red flag, but I'd be like, don't know. Okay? You guys are getting a lot of good information here, okay? We've got another one here, ZDK. He's got a picture of him behind a drum kit. He's got the Star of Satan with, is it Hempress on his, okay, so he looks like a metal guy to me, or a black metal type of guy. So we have nothing of reference, no video, no audio, so we have to go by his word. You know, people, you can't always take people's word, okay? So, okay, he wants to start a hip-hop band, okay, whatever. Anyways, I think you guys get the idea, okay? You can't take people's word for it. You can't take people as serious. There's a few people, profiles I point out there, okay, these guys are to the point. I don't want to waste time. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm looking for. These other people that have all this, you know, stuff like, I'm into yoga and I'm into Zen and I play the pan flute and I hop around on a pogo stick every morning and I like, just get to the point. Who are you? Your experience. What your main instrument is. If you're in a band and you want to play a good gig, what is your instrument that you're best at? What's your profile picture like? Put some effort into your profile picture. Put some effort into your profile on it, but be to the point. This is what I'm looking for. You know, a lot of young people don't understand. They may be like, well, dude, why is this, you know, old guy with no hair on this video getting all worked up? Because you know what? When you get into a band situation and you hang around because, you know, I don't know, you feel bad for the band members or you're going to feel bad leaving, that's 6 months or a year of your life that you'll never get back. I've been there. It's not fun. You know, take your time. People might say, well, if I can't use this app, I'm not saying you can't use this app, but you have to look at it with a discerning eye, being able to say, okay, like, you know, I can look at things differently now at 50, having played in bands for decades than I could when I was 19. You know, where I was really naive and just believed everybody and took everyone's word for it. I don't want to see BS happen to you guys out there. You know, you come to my channel, you watch the channel, you support me. You know, I want the best for you guys. You can't take people's words for it. Respect needs to be earned. So, you know, if you audition for a band and you're really, you know, it's really happening for them and they like your playing, they say, okay, you're in, you're awesome. Okay, well, this attitude of, well, you owe us everything now, we own you because you're in our band, and say, no, wait a second. Can we jam for a few weeks just to kind of make sure that, you know, everything's going okay, or is that a possibility? If they're get all bent out of shape over that, then you probably don't want to play with them anyway. Take your time. If you're talking to a musician and you know some other musicians in that area, ask them to say, hey, I've been talking to this person. What do you think? Have you jammed with them? What do you know about them? If you're hearing a lot of bad things and not just from one person, it's probably for a reason. So guys, don't be naive. Don't be naive. Don't just take people's word for it and just believe them right away. Take your time. What do you want? Know what you want. Be distinct when you make a profile. Say, hey, this is who I am. This is what I'm looking for. This is the type of people I want. These are my influences. But keep, you know, I could say Bob Marley's an influence too. I like reggae, but I probably wouldn't be looking for a reggae band, so I'm not going to list that I like Bob Marley, because that would confuse people when they're looking at my profile going like, what does he want? Does he want a reggae band? Well, I like Bob Marley, but it doesn't mean that that's what I'm looking for, that type of style or band. Like, get to the point of what you're looking for. God, that drives me nuts, man. I feel bad for the young musicians now going out there, all the BS, man. Anyway, I've had my rant. I hope some of this wisdom will rub off on you guys, and some of you will have heard and listened to what I said, and it'll save you a lot of headaches down the road. Okay? The red flags are always there, my friend. Sometimes you just choose to ignore them. But they're there, often right from the very beginning. I hope this helps, guys. Remember, if you're a guitar player and you want some extras, join my guitar Patreon community. A lot of extras there, we're going to have group chats, you can ask me for band advice if you want. There's a whole bunch of extra perks that you'll really like. Plus you get downloadable Guitar Pro tabs, PDFs, all kinds of cool stuff. I'm really working hard to build up that community. I just launched it last week, so it's going to take some time. But I appreciate it. You know, if you got something out of this video, like and subscribe. It does a lot for me. I really appreciate it a lot. Remember, guys, don't just believe people and take their word for it. Let them earn your trust. Let them earn your time. Let them earn your skill level, what you bring to the table. I could make a much longer video about this. Maybe we'll do a part 2 in the near future. Remember, guys, practice hard, practice smart, no excuses, and we'll see you soon.